Hey, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. So in today's video, I will be breaking down the milestone accounts launched by MyFundedFutures. So many of you have commented and asked about them, and I figured putting it together in a video is the best way to answer all of those dying and lingering questions. Quick disclaimer though, I am quite sick. I have a severe sore throat, so my throat is really bad, hence why my voice is kind of messed up. But I'm knuckling through it, and I knew I wanted to get this out to you guys as soon as possible to clear the air as soon as I could. So with that being said, jumping into the screen, this is straight off the MyFundedFutures website. They've already included the milestone plans as they've already been launched, and they are only active, or at least going to be on the website and available to purchase until the end of November. Hopefully, if enough feedback comes in that people really like these accounts, maybe MFFU can keep it for longer. But until then, for right now, we know that the milestone accounts are only available until the end of November. So to start off, the milestone accounts are already considered a sim funded account. So if you already have a funded account with MyFundedFutures, you won't be able to purchase any. But if you are interested for the option of like a straight to sim funded path, this is the way to go. This is a very brand new kind of concept that has been released in the futures prop firm space, and I'm personally a big fan of it. My personal favorite is going to be the 25K, and we'll get into the logistics behind it shortly so you can understand why. But the options they have available is the 25K milestone, 50, 100, and the 150. So it's all of the account sizes for you. Of course, the pricing is going to be different per account, but right now I believe it's 10% off the 50, 100, or 150K milestones until the end of November. And then for the 25K milestone, it's 25% off until the 1st of November, and then it would be 15% off from November 1st or 2nd until November 30th. So no matter what, you'll have a great deal to snag on for the rest of the month. But now let's go ahead and get into the logistics of the accounts. So this is the FAQ page for the milestone program. It literally breaks everything down from the 50, 100, and 150K and other constantly asked questions that traders are inputting. So if you haven't already checked this out, I would 1000% recommend for you to do so. And also in their Discord group, they're constantly talking about it, and they're active in their chat, giving explanations to these questions people are having. But to give you a quick overview of what the milestone is about, essentially it's a 4-phase program where once you pass all 4 phases and you get all 4 phase payouts, you are moved into a real live brokerage account where real money, a live static account, is going to be created for you, and MyFundedFutures is going to put money into that account for you to trade. There's a lot of benefits with going live, like daily payouts, a risk management team, more flexibility. That is the overall purpose of the milestone plan from what I've gathered, and it really is pushing traders to go in the right direction and to reach more levels of success. So with that being said, this is the full breakdown of what you can expect from it, at least for the 50, 100, and 150K accounts. On my next slide, I'll be showing you guys the 25K milestone, which again is my favorite, but we'll go over that in just a moment. So phase 1, 2, 3, and 4, you have a certain profit target that you'll have to meet. Once you reach that profit target for that specific phase, you then will qualify for a payout after the team reviews it, and then you'll be moved on to the next phase. The first one is the consistency rule. So the best way to understand it is you take your total profits and you multiply that by, in this case, 20%. So because the 50K account needs a total $3,000 profit target for you to meet the phase 1 target and to move on to the next one and to qualify for the payout, $3,000 times 20% is $600. So essentially, in one trading day, you do not want to make more than $600. If you're talking about the 100K account, it's $1,200, and for the 150K account, it's $1,800. Now, there is, of course, going to be a little bit of wiggle room. I don't personally know what that wiggle room percent is, but based off what everyone is saying in the Discord chat from the mods and the workers of MFFU, there is a bit of a wiggle room if you go above 600 or above 1200 or above 1800. So definitely keep that in mind, but still do your best to at least stay below the 600 mark. Now let's say that it takes you a little bit longer than 5 days to reach the profit target, right? Because if you do $600 times 5 trading days, that would equal $3,000, which is your profit target. If it takes you a little bit more than 5 trading days, that's more than okay. The account doesn't close on you, you aren't banned, nothing happens, just continue to trade until you pretty much hit the profit target and are still respecting the 20% consistency rule. The second thing that a lot of people have been asking about is the payout. So how does it work? Literally, once you reach the profit target of that specific phase, the team is going to take a look at all of your stuff. It will take 1 to 2 business days for them to review it, and then you'll be eligible for an actual request. And then the other thing that people are constantly asking is going to be the daily loss limit. So no, there's no daily loss limit at all on these accounts. So those are the main things people have been pointing out about it, but now I want to get into the actual numbers when it comes to these accounts, because that's really important for us traders. It's knowing how to budget for how many accounts we want to have. It's knowing if this account is even worth it for you and the kind of trading that you want to do, the kind of payouts that you want. So let's go ahead and dive into that. To make this as easy as possible, I've thrown everything onto a sheet so you can visually see all the accounts in comparison to each other, as well as a 50K expert account. So we have the accounts, we have the cost in US dollars per account. This pricing for the 25K is with the 25% off discount. The one down here is 15% off discount. Then we have row 1, 2, 3, and 4, where each row is going to represent the payouts that you would qualify for should you reach the profit target of each phase. This is the total ROI, where it's going to be the cost in the green up here, and then using that against the payouts you received. So as you can tell, the 25K has the highest ROI should you purchase the 25K during the 25% off sale. But if you don't, if you purchase it from November 2nd through the 30th at the 15% off sale, then you would make a total ROI of 2,083, which is still higher than the rest of them. Then the same idea for the 50K expert with the layout. We have the cost per 50K expert. There is a minimum requirement for payment, which is $1,000. So every 14 calendar days, should you actually be eligible for a payout, the minimum is $1,000 that you have to request. So just for the sake of the example, $1,000 per request, 2 payouts in 1 month. Or if you make a little bit more, I put $1,500 just in case, so you guys can see the ROI there as well. So as I've already stated, which is pretty clear in the purple, that the 25K is the best across the board when it comes to your ROI, your cost versus how much money you actually make from it. Should you actually be able to go through each phase, it's the best one, right? This does not factor in the live account that you would get at the end of the day. But even then, I mean, live account from each account is a win. Just when we're talking about the phases and making specifically the payout profit targets of each phase, this one is the best one to go for. Another thing too that I really wanted to break down with the 25K is going to be the drawdown. It's not going to be end of day like the other accounts. It's actually going to be static, so that's a lot more favorable for the trader, and hopefully it gives people a little bit more peace of mind when they are trading. I do find that with the 25K static, because I am personally trading it right now, you have to be a bit more, not only patient, but more specific with your trades and your entries. And I do think that at the end of the day, that really helps you with kind of cutting out the lower quality trades that you might take on an eval or another funded account or on a demo account. Because there is a 20% consistency rule on all of the accounts, if we do 20% times the 25K's $1,500 profit target, that is $300 a day to make. This can really put you into a base hit mentality where simply 15 points on the NASDAQ, however you get those 15 points, can lead you to the $300 a day. You can lock up your screen, lock up your laptop, and go enjoy the rest of your day. Now, this is a really big win in my opinion, because base hits can really lead to a lot of wins. Compounding, whether it's in your futures trading brokerage, in your long-term investment accounts, with the amount of time you put into the gym every single day, it compounds into the bigger reward, right? And sometimes delayed gratification can really put you into an even better standing than what you think. That's another huge benefit, and why I believe the 25K static is a great way to start and a great place to be, because the price is there, the ROI is there, the drawdown is there, and then lastly, the base hit mentality, or locking in your profits, is there as well. So if we do look now at all of the milestone plans and we see the new policies put into place for them, the first thing we notice is obviously the inactivity rule. So this simply means in phase 1 of your account, you are able to be inactive, which means you do not have to put any trades down for up to 7 days and your account will still be there. For phase 2, 3, and 4, you can be inactive or not place any trades for up to 2 weeks, 14 days. So that's the simplest way to put it. And then the next biggest changes with the milestone is, of course, no daily loss limit, and you are able to trade pretty much all of the news that's out there in the world. So if you are a CPI trader or a PPI trader, feel free. If you guys have any other questions though, feel free to drop it down below. Thank you so much for bearing with me as I kind of break through this video with my terrible voice and terrible sore throat. That's gonna be it. Thank you so much for your time and support. I wish you guys nothing but the best and most success in all that you do, and I will see you all in the next video.